Cats on the internet are nothing new. I have one of my own, actually. However, there's the weirdest trend now with these cat-headed people popping up all over the internet, and even beyond that. So if you're confused by these mysterious cat-headed folks, then let me take you on a trip, as I explain what these cat people are, their takeover, Lakeview, and the series that's taking over. Everything is fine. If you haven't heard of the hit Webtoon original series, Everything is Fine, let me quickly explain what it's about. Everything is Fine is a horror dystopian futurist society wrapped up in a charming and simple art style and a bunch of cat heads. The series mainly follows the Wilkersons, our female lead Maggie Wilkerson and our male lead Sam Wilkerson, trying their best to live a normal life in a not so normal society, with the government watching and listening to just about everything they say, with neighbors ready to stab them in the back, and everyone missing their children both emotionally and literally. Sam and Maggie have to traverse perilous situation after perilous situation, making sure they aren't caught by whatever government agent or nosy neighbor is snooping around, to make sure not only they're kept safe, but their children are kept safe, at least for now. The series just came back from its season finale a couple weeks ago. But strangely, around that time, strange things have started to appear, not only on the internet, but in the real world. Leading up to season 2, we got to see some of the citizens trying and failing to live a normal life. From the supermarket to their bathroom, nowhere is safe, as people are always watching. But as this found footage from security cameras, iPhones, and such came out, it was strangely corrected by these censored videos. From stock turkeys blocking what's actually there, to text blocking what's actually written, and more. But that raises a question. Who's censoring these videos and for what purpose? What purpose would the governments have to block tinfoils with turkeys, or keep a lady going crazy at a supermarket under wraps? Everything is Fine is all about control. Control over others. How do you control others? Well, it's simple. Take something from them and pretend like nothing's wrong. And that's the case in Everything is Fine. Control is all about keeping things in check. Why censor these videos? It's simple. To create a false sense of security, to keep everyone under their thumb. But this is just the internet, right? There's no way that this could happen in the actual world. Well, unfortunately, reality is sometimes stranger than fiction. As a couple weeks ago, everything wasn't exactly fine in New York City. And here's where things truly start to get a little strange. These cat-headed people started to appear all over New York. First, in Washington Square Park, there appeared one person, Sam Wilkerson, just standing there at Washington Square Park, but it didn't just stop with him, as more citizens started to come out, and it wasn't just at one spot. As if you were taking a trip on the subway, you might have run into Sam on his way to work, or where more seemed to gather, at Domino Park. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to capture any footage, but luckily for you and myself, we had some field researchers there. Among them was Jero, a fellow Webtoon ambassador who you can check out on Instagram and on TikTok, who was able to gather some footage from the event directly. And it's more than just Sam Wilkerson making an appearance. We got to see firsthand Bob and Linda walking their dog thing. Also Officer Tom enforcing justice. Not to mention, we finally got to see their job in action, as these cat-headed citizens moved boxes from point A to point B from the box factory. Not to mention, we also got to see the mayor of Lakeview herself. The town season 2 takes place in, and we get to hear her speak.
Hello, all you beautiful Lakeviewers. Oh, good to see your smiling faces here today. You know what happens when we lose our smiles. Oh, you wouldn't want that. Am I right? I'll be thankful for our little community here. We are just so lucky to be chosen. After all, the sun is shining, the birds are singing, and today, like every day, everything is fine.
Not only do her words reflect the mayor's closing lines of season 1, but what's more, she calls us all citizens of Lakeview. All of us are Lakeview citizens. So it's something to keep in the back of your mind. As we stumble onto our next person from Everything is Fine, Charlie Harris. While his missing posters are scattered around, it doesn't stop him from making an appearance, and field researcher Jero was able to get up close and personal. But what he says is curious.
What, man? There's enough cameras out here already.
There's enough cameras out here already? I mean, he's not wrong. There are plenty of cameras around, but no one's watching through them, right? I mean, the government can't really watch or control us like they do when everything is fine, right? Or should we be listening to the warning Maggie has for us? They are watching. I mean, maybe it's paranoia, but who's to say that the government doesn't want complete control? All it would take was the wrong person with the wrong idea with too much power. And New York isn't the only place where we see these cat-headed people taking over, as the TikTok community has this new filter that turns you into a citizen of Everything is Fine, and has these TikTok creators doing the strangest stuff. If you want to keep up to date with Everything is Fine, make sure you check out the Webtoon updating once a week. And why not try out that TikTok filter? I'm sure nothing will go wrong. But, like always, thank you for watching, and take care.